Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2026 Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Tournament. My name is Alfred White, and I will be your post-game press conference moderator throughout this week and this weekend. After each game, the winning team will be escorted to this room. We will have each team on the dais for up to 10 minutes each. We will ask each head coach to open each team session with general comments about the game. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand and let us get a wireless microphone to you. Please state your name, your affiliation, and designate who you'd like to answer your question directly into the microphone. We have quote transcribers from ASAP Sports working remotely. Quotes and other media materials are available in the media Dropbox. When entering and departing this interview room, we request that you use the rear entrance to the area. If you'd like a security escort to your vehicle in the parking garage tonight, please notify the guest services staff at the entrance to the media workroom or the security guard at the media entrance on Oak Street. Coach Dixon has joined us along with David Punch and Tanner Toulson. Coach, if you could get us started with some general comments about the game.
Yeah, proud of our guys. I got two guys up here that play really hard, and I think everybody saw that and has seen that from all year. But told them that I think it was about the 7-minute mark at the time. It's our time, and this is what we do, and we're right where we need to be. And we just kept chipping away and got the rebounds from -4 in the first half to +4 in the second half. So ends up a eight rebound differential. But we just played hard, and they carved us up early. Give them credit. They're a really good team. I would say, they're an NCAA tournament team if you take away the 3 losses to us. I mean, they're 19-11. That's an NCAA tournament team. So they're really good. They carved us up offensively. We had to change defense a couple different times, and the adjustment, I told Mike Buddy in the tunnel there, is like we finally got the fourth one worked. The fourth one worked on the defenses. So great job responding, and we have a variety of ways to guard, and the guys, they handled it well and believed and executed and pounded away on the glass and got a turn against a team that played really well. I mean, they carved us up, and we're a good defensive team. To their credit, they got it done, and we stuck with it and believed, and great effort from these two guys. I mean, I don't know how many offensive rebounds these two guys got, but it seemed a good shot. We took good shots. They didn't go in. These two got it, or X.
Okay, please remember to raise your hand. Name, affiliation, please.
Stephen Johnson, Fort Worth Star Telegram. Question for Jamie. You guys have won 6 in a row, 9 of the last 10. What's just been the key to this run you guys have made as you guys get deeper into March?
I think good players and just putting them together, and I think we're young. We're young and got better as the year went on. So probably the youngest. Everybody tells us we're the smallest. I think we're the youngest in the league, or Power 5. So, I mean, our practices are really good. Our walkthroughs are really good. We have they giggle a little bit too much for me, but it's a good thing. And but they care, and they believe in each other, and I believe in them.
Front row on the left.
Matt Spivak, ScoBuff Sports. Coach, Xavier Edmonds was just 1 of 3 from the floor in that first half. Was it a point of emphasis to get him kind of going later in the game?
Well, he had a couple fouls. I don't know. I've never seen a guy get a tee that quick for smiling or looking at it, but beside the point, yeah, I mean, we got guys. I mean, we have a 7-8 man rotation that's all can make plays. We've had it numerous times, so it's not a surprise, and we've handled it before, and just took the load. I think the versatility of this team, even with just the 7 guy, and V gives us good minutes too when he's in there defensively, but we got the practices are good. We're prepared. We played many different lineups at practice, many different groups, and so I think we're prepared for these things. But talk to these guys. They're the ones that got all the rebounds. I just
and then
ran up and down.
Your initial thoughts on Kansas obviously lost that nail-biter in overtime in Allen Fieldhouse earlier this year.
Me again?
Yes, Coach.
Yeah, we lost. We played hard, but we're a lot better team than we were then, and I think that was a good, I wouldn't say a good experience, but a learning experience.
Let's go back on the left here.
Matthew Postons, Heartland College Sports. This question's for Tanner. About 5:45 left. You had a free throw. You missed it. You guys were down 2. Xavier got the rebound, kicked it out to Jaden. He made it 3, put you guys up 1. That just seemed like the energy moment for you guys in the game. Like Coach said, you guys have been chipping away for a few minutes. What did that moment do for you guys as a team after Oklahoma State took that timeout?
Absolutely. I think we got a bunch of battlers on this team. We got a bunch of guys that want to win, and we'll do anything to win. We struggled defensively tonight, like Coach said, and as we chipped away, we just kept saying one more stop, one more stop, one more stop. And that play was a huge energy boost for us. Huge offensive rebound from X, huge shot from Jaden, and it kind of gave us a lot of energy to buck up and play defense the last 6 minutes of the game. And we did exactly that, and the toughest team won tonight.
Let's go on the right on the front row.
Question for Punch. Career high for you tonight, 4 blocks, 7 rebounds as well, too. What do you feel like you just showed tonight as you guys get started in March Madness?
I think it was just a showcase of my versatility. It's been a talking point, I feel like, this year, and I feel like today was a great opportunity. Oklahoma State, they gave me a lot of looks, and, I seen the ball going too many times, and I just kept rolling with it.
Let's go on the left on the front row.
Liam Howard, Skill Buff Sports. Coach, Xavier has been a double-digit rebounder against this team all 3 times that you've played them. What have you seen in the way that he matches up with this team that's made him so effective?
Well, I guess later in the year we got him. I mean, he has gotten better. He came from a junior college, played for a really good high school coach, played for a really good AU program, Coach Breeze, and Coach Mitchell in the high school. And so, but it's still an adjustment to go junior. He played for Coach Rice at junior college, really good coach too. But it's still an adjustment, junior college to the best conference in the country. So it took some time. And by the time we played Oklahoma State, he's been progressing, and that's now where we're at. So, I mean, again, I can't say how good. I can't make this more clear. Oklahoma State is a really, really good team and really well coached. And we just fought through it and battled through, and some challenges, some adversity, a team playing really well. And like I said earlier, I mean, they're an NCAA tournament team if you take away our 3 losses. So that's what makes our league so hard.
Let's go over here on the right.
Davis Cox, BYU Daily Universe. Coach, you and your players have mentioned some of the defensive struggles that you had today and other little hiccups here and there. But like you mentioned, you guys were able to keep your chins up and find a way to adjust. What does that say about the character of your team and the ability to overcome adversity?
I think they believe in each other. And we've been through it. And this league either wears you down or builds you up. And I think it's built this group up. And we did this at our place too. We were down big against, not big, but down, and then we fought back. So we've done this in numerous times. I think there's a belief, there's a trust. We take great pride in the 4-minute games, the 2-minute games, situational games that we do. So we believe that it's a long game, and with that we were down 3-4, and I think in that timeout, and it's like we're right where we need to be. We're right where we need to be, and I think they believe it, and they executed, and really good clock management too down the stretch with using clock and making decisions. So I mean, these guys did all the things. So I mean, I just got us here, got the bus here on time.
And for Tanner and David, what can you tell us about the feelings and emotions of being able to rely on your teammates and have that culture in the team of overcoming adversity and persevering?
I think it's kind of the story of the season. Game 1, we lost to a team that we should have beat, and a lot of people counted us out from that day. And as the season continued, like Coach said, like we are a very young team, and we get better every single day. And like I know that we're going to compete. We are a small team, and we're going to be a feisty team. We're going to be an annoying team to play against. And as we've gotten better throughout the year, it's been really, really cool to see guys come together. The fight that we have is unreal. The competitiveness, we compete every day in practice, and that is a tribute to our success. And so it's great to be able to rely on our teammates to push us every single day. So when we get in situations like today, we can come out on top and be the toughest team and do what it takes to win, even if it's not flashy or pretty.
Yeah, and to and to add on to that, I feel like through every game our bond has gotten stronger, more unbreakable, and it's amazing. It's amazing to see. I've never really had this type of bond with players like this, and I love it so much. And I love these guys, and we've built this through every game, through every loss, through every win, and I feel like the guys are excited, and we're happy to see how far we came.
Let's go to the second row here. On the left.
Oliver Hayes, Buff Stampede. For David, following up that career high night question, Oklahoma State's head coach said you and Xavier would be the two guys that they would focus on heading into this game last night. Were you aware of that, and how have you maneuvered scouting reports that have focused on you in the front court this season?
No, I wasn't aware, but I mean, I had an idea. I'd be a focus to attack, and just dealing with that. I mean, it happens. You just gotta keep your head down and continue to push through it. And my teammates, they continue to instill that belief in me, and it just motivates me to keep going. And same thing with the coaches. They keep me motivated out there, and regardless of what any team throws at me, I'm gonna find a way, and my teammates are gonna be there with me.
He's going to be a focus of a lot of teams. He's a really good player.
We got time for 2 more questions. Let's go over here on the front row.
Coach Sam Lance, Field of 68. Just what are the specific challenges that Kansas presents tomorrow, and then what areas do you think you guys have grown the most since that game?
Well, we played good in that game. We just, I think we've been very good down the stretch. We've won all close games, every close game since then. So, we put in a lot of different sets. We put in a presso. I think we've tightened up our defense, I thought, until tonight, but give them credit. We found something that worked down the stretch the last 10 minutes or so, and we stayed with it. So I think, each player has gotten better. I think that's probably the simplest thing to put it. Each guy has gotten better as a player, and that's collectively made us better.
Okay, we got time for one more question. Anybody want it? Okay, Coach.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Love more.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That's on me.
Okay, Coach Lutz is here along with Kanye Cleary and Christian Coleman. Coach, can you get us started with some general comments about the game?
Sorry. Obviously, I'm extremely disappointed to be sitting here with a loss. And I thought that our guys played extremely hard, but ultimately we shot ourselves in the foot in the inability to box out be physical and get a rebound, and give TCU credit for that. I mean, there's a reason they've won 9 out of the last 10 and 6 in a row. And we've had 3 games with them where ultimately at the end of the day, the game was won in the trenches. And we have not rang the bell to win any of those 3 games. So, we've got to be able to look in the mirror and take ownership of this, but also not lose sight of the fact that we've made strides and we've had a good year, and we're continuing to move the program forward. And so with that, I'm very proud of these guys and their effort, especially after, how the season ended and unfolded with losing a couple players.
Let's get started on the front row on the right side here.
Eric Bailey with the Tulsa World. Steve, we look at these last 3 games, and they've really played well, competed hard in these last 3 games. Can you say you're playing your best basketball now, even making the transition with the injuries that you had?
Yeah, again, Eric, I think everybody that is bought into our program and watches our program knows that these guys are playing their heart out. And let's just be honest. It's not like we said we didn't want to get a rebound tonight. We just didn't get it done. And sometimes that happens in athletics, and that's why athletics is great, because it teaches you life lessons. And, this isn't the first time we're going to have adversity, and it's not the last time they're going to have adversity. So it's preparing these guys for life. But, yes, our guys are playing hard. We've won 3 out of the last 5, even without Parsa. And, guys like Chris Coleman have had to morph into other positions. Like, we had to play him at the 5 again a little bit tonight because of foul trouble and this, that, and the other. And you have to be proud of them for their effort and those sorts of things. But while I'm talking about Chris, before I forget, I think we all have to give Chris a hand. Chris got his 1,000th college point tonight, so extremely proud of him for that. So
Let's stay on the front row on the right side.
Scott with PFB. Steve, you can never be too sure in the modern world, but given you guys have the opportunity to continue playing, is that something that you're interested in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've got to talk to the team, and we've got to see who has interest in us playing. I mean, obviously the Big 12 has a partnership with the Crown, and then you're obviously going to have the NIT. I would think that the way that these guys are playing, and because they're playing so hard and having fun and playing for one another, I would think that they'll want to continue on. And if they want to continue on, I want to continue to coach them. Like, I've enjoyed coaching them the entire year, but I've really enjoyed coaching them these last 5 games. It's been fun.
Let's go on the front row on the left.
Matt Spivak, ScoBuff Sports. Kanye, what does it mean for this team when guys like Isaiah Coleman and Jalen Curry are producing efficiently off the bench?
It's huge, They come in and give us a spark off the bench. And today was needed. Myself, I didn't have it going in the first half. Jalen Curry stepped up, was big time. I think he had 10 points in the first half. And I want to say like 12, 13 minutes, And Zay was out there playing hard, making all the gritty plays. So them two contributed. It means a lot to the team.
Yeah, let's stay on the left side on the front row.
Liam Howard, ScoBuff Sports. Coach, I know you're upset with the rebounding, and of course missing Parsa is a big part of that, but one guy who stepped up tonight was Anthony Roy, season high in rebounds. Did you have a message to him? I know last night you said that you wanted to see some more versatility out of him, and did you have a message to him, and what was it like kind of seeing him step up in that role a little bit?
Yeah, again, I thought Anthony had a good night. Anthony's message was the same message that I gave to every single player and person in our program. If we're going to finish this game off and win this game, it's going to have to be one in the trenches and within 5 feet of that rim. And there were several opportunities where we just either didn't get the ball with 2 hands, or we didn't box out far enough, or we just weren't physical enough, and ultimately that was our demise. But I think that Anthony gave good effort, as did the majority of the guys.
Where's the mic over here? Okay, let's go on the second row on the right side here.
Dano Allen, Silwegian. Coach, just 9 minutes to go. Ben picks up his 4th foul shortly after. Makai picks up his 4th foul. Talk about navigating those final 7 minutes, how difficult it was, and just offensively how difficult that made things for you guys down low.
Yeah, I mean, again, guys, I don't want to make excuses. Y'all know me. That's not who I am. But you're without Robert Jennings. You're without Left Terrace. You're without Parsa. You're without Millie. And then those 2 guys have 4 fouls. It's really hard. And that's why I give these guys so much credit. Man, they battled their tails off. They did not quit. They did the best that they could. And ultimately, it wasn't enough to win the game. But, like, they should all look in the mirror and be proud of their fight tonight because they did the best they could with the hand that they were dealt. Life's not fair. And the Big 12 is not forgiving. So between those two things, it makes it really, really hard.
Let's stay on the second row on the right.
Scott Wright with the Oklahoma. Steve, how valuable can the time that Ben and Makai here these last few weeks and whatever is left be for them going forward in their careers?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Chris and Kanye have both played a lot of basketball. They'll tell you that those reps and those minutes on the floor, they're invaluable. And that's why I say you ask about playing postseason. If they want to do it, let's do it, because you're just getting those guys more and more experience, and you're continuing to build your program for the future. And I really believe that the future is bright at Oklahoma State. I think that we're going to be a good basketball team depending upon how things go with retention and the portal and all those sorts of things. But everything is moving forward and moving in the right direction. So, yeah, I want to keep building with those guys and keep helping them continue to evolve and get better, because I do believe that they're all good players.
Front row here on the right.
Yes, Steve, Kanye just told us in the locker room that this year sort of reinvigorated his love for basketball. Just sort of, what does that mean to hear as a coach?
Well, I mean, it means that we must be doing something right? That's the way I look at it, because this, excuse my language, this shit's hard, guys. It's hard on them. It's hard on coaches. It's hard on our families. I don't get on social media during the season, but I know some of the stuff that's said because people repeat it to me. Man, people are just freaking cruel. And they're out here giving their heart, and they're playing their heart out, and it's not enough, and you just get beat up, and it's tough. So if he's had a great experience and Parsons had a great experience, and I don't want to speak for Chris, but just on and on down the line, that's where you judge your program. Now, we're judged on wins and losses going to the NCAA tournament. I got it. I understand, and I said that in my press conference. But in the big picture of life, for this young man to have battled through what he did at different schools and injuries and the mental part of it, and have a smile on his face and say that this is his best year, man, that warms my heart.
Let's go on the right side in the rear.
Davis Cox with the BYU Daily Universe. Coach, you mentioned earlier what a pleasure it's been to coach these players. What is it about this specific group that has made this season so special, and what life lessons do you hope they carry with them?
Well, they'll tell you that I started off in the locker room after the game with the very first thing is that I love each and every one of them, and that I'll be here for them for the rest of their lives, and that life's not easy, and that this stuff is really, really hard, and they've faced a lot of adversity throughout the year, but they're going to face harder things in their life, and this is preparing them to fight through those hard things down the road. And when they don't know how to maybe do it, or they need some help, that they have a staff full of coaches that are there for them the rest of their lives to help them through it. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about that. It's about getting your education and getting a degree. But knowing that someone has your back the rest of your life, to me, that's a pretty strong feather in your cap, if you will.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, Coach, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.